Achievement House, and welcome to this edition of The Buzz. Today we have a guest host, our one and only Mr. Warren, who is our Director of Human Resources.
Absolutely my pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. We couldn't find Mr. Forward, so you had to do. So thank you.
I hope I do just fine.
You will. So we have another very special guest today, Miss DeBald. Who is Miss DeBald, do you say? Well, she is in charge of our parent communication and resources. She is full of parent resources. If you want to know about parent resources, Ms. DeBald, please tell us what's happening on October 18th.
Thank you, Lisa. This month, parents have two chances to get more involved. We have the Parent Info Circle workshop on Thursday, October 18th at 1 p.m. or 7 p.m. The next PTO meeting is Thursday, October 25th at 7 p.m. Both of these meeting links can be found on the parent page Schoology group. Students whose parents attend either of these meetings are going to receive 5 reward points. These can be used towards something new and exciting happening later this year.
Wow.
These are not extra credit points to be used towards class, but there will be prizes involved. So keep an eye out for more information on how to redeem them. Parents should also check out the discussion board on the Parent Page Schoology group and join in on the discussion about setting up meetups this year. You can comment by telling us what county you live in, and we can connect you with other families in your area and coordinate a time and a place where you can meet each other. This could be a lunch, a field trip, any ideas are welcome. So please check out those things. We look forward to seeing you there.
Miss DeBall, thank you so much for that information. And did you know that October 12th is National Moment of Frustration Day?
Would you like a bite?
I will not like a bite.
It's really very good.
However, you might want to look at some of our students doing their best frustrated faces. Wow, those were some very interesting faces, I would have to say, Mr. Warren. And now, Mr. Warren, if you would do the honors, we have a wonderful weather report.
Let me finish my bite first. Yes, Miss Miskowskis, she's a natural, just so many things, but what she really truly loves, that's a great apple, is the weather. So let's turn it over to Mrs. Miskowskis.
Thank you, Mr. Warren. Well, it looks like it's time to get out your galoshes and your rubber duckies, because we are in for some precipitation. That's all in good humor. But on a more serious note, the precipitation that's coming our way is coming from Hurricane Michael. Hurricane Michael was hitting the panhandle of Florida as a Category 5 with a storm surge of anywhere between 9 and 14 feet. Hitting on Thursday, we have a lot of different first responders going down to aid them from our area. So let's hope everyone can weather the storm safely. Back to you, Mrs. Russo.
Whoa, I hope we get to see her soon.
That was
I
amazing,
don't know
wasn't
if
it?
she's coming back or not. You better find somebody. Well, no, don't find her.
No, we're not.
We're good.
She'll-
We're good.
she'll be back.
We're good. She'll be back.
She'll be back.
All right. So we have a staff spotlight. Another new staff, Mr. Warren,
That's exactly right.
with
Well, it
Miss.
started last year.
Oh,
Near the end of the year.
That's
yes.
true. That's true. We have Miss Reniger, our wonderful art teacher.
Hello, Achievement House, and welcome to this Staff Spotlight interview with Miss Renninger. She is our newest art teacher. She actually started at the end of the last school year, but we have some time for you, so thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Are you ready for these grilling questions?
I'm excited.
All right, awesome. So the first most basic thing we want to know is what made you want to be an art teacher?
Good question. I have always been an artist myself. I love creating, but when I was in about high school, I started helping my friends to develop their artwork, and having them have that eureka moment of when they get it and they produce something. That feeling felt so good, and I got addicted to that feeling. So now I want to help all of you have that same moment.
That is really awesome. I've never heard a teacher say that they're just searching for that eureka moment. Love that word. Okay, well, you're very passionate about art, we can tell. What are some of your favorite artists?
That's a very hard question. I have a lot of different artists that I like to see their work all the time. I have seen the Van Gogh exhibit that was just recently at the PMA. He has been my favorite all through school. I feel like he's almost like home to me. Beautiful colors, beautiful images. But then I'm also attracted to the artwork of Frida Kahlo, her symbolism, the way she presents her work. And then also, see, I told you this was hard. I like Keith Haring as well. How simple all of his figures are, but the expression that he gives. So those would be my 3 top choices, I think.
I can tell it was difficult for you to narrow it down to just 3. Very eclectic group there. I like that.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. So tell us, you've been here with the school, and I always like to know, what are some of the challenges you've been facing here in cyber?
So here in cyber, the first thing that we had to do was send out our art materials to all of the students. And that was something that took a whole team effort to make sure that we packaged them up and sent them out to all the students in time. So that was a challenge for sure. Another challenge I face is having students feel that they can reach out to me and ask me questions throughout their process. Not just showing me their finished product, but also getting help along the way, because I'm here for you. So, 2
Talking
things.
about some of those projects you have going on, can you tell us about some of the really cool stuff you're doing in your classes?
Sure. So right now we are investigating illusions, and we're talking about how to make illusions. It's pretty cool. We are taking a lot of time to lay the groundwork for our foundation and learning the materials. And then we'll get to experiment and play around with our creative side. So that's definitely something to look forward to.
Ooh, creative, I hear that word. That is our word of the month here in October. Okay, are you ready
I'm ready.
for the rapid fire round?
I'm ready.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Why? Why not vanilla?
Chocolate's always been my thing.
The East or the West Coast?
West Coast.
Good call. Winter or summer?
Fall.
Fall. Not an option, but I like it. Calling an audible. Bees or hornets?
Neither. I'm allergic.
Sorry. I won't. Okay, so what else should the students here and the staff know about you, Miss Renninger?
I am a very art-driven person, so a lot of different mediums I've got my hands into. I like to make jewelry. I have a side jewelry business. I'm also a tattoo artist, and anything else that comes my way, pretty much art-related, sign me up. So if you need any tips or tricks, reach out to me.
That is fantastic. I didn't know about any of that. Hey, I could go for a I Heart Mom right about here. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your time in interviewing me.
Absolutely. So students, if you are interested in signing up for an art class, here she go.
That was a wonderful interview with our teacher, Miss Renninger, and it was so nice to get to know her better. And speaking of art, our word of the month is creativity. Oh my gosh.
How
Mr.
fitting.
Guy, please tell us more about the word of the month.
All right, so this month we're going to focus on the word creative in our Future Ready sessions. If you think you have any examples of being creative, you play music, do you like to paint, do you like to write? Go ahead and send a message to Mrs. Butler. She might want to hear about your creative ideas.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Guy. And that wraps it up for this week's episode of The Buzz. Mr. Warren, thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I know that you're very busy doing a lot of busy things.
And I really want to thank you for making me feel just so comfortable. I actually felt like I was at home. And in the time went just so quickly, it was like I wasn't even here. I do want to thank.
It was kind of like that.
It was. Yes.
It's kind of like that.
Can I come back?
Absolutely,
Okay.
anytime. Thank you, Mr. Warren, and thank you, Achievement House.
How do you pronounce your name?
Nicole Renninger.
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 Like you don't say the G at all.
No.
Renninger.
Renninger.
It's on. Should I turn it off and start again?
No, the red dot's on.